Hello guys, it's Mr. Maximo here, Vinny Sandhu for the European Cricket Network with a match preview for match 7 of the European Cricket Series Prague, and it's coming to you on Wednesday the 7th of October at 8 o'clock AM GMT, which is 10 o'clock in Central Europe. It's 1:30 PM in India, and the first match of Wednesday morning sees Vinohrady CC taking on the Prague Barbarians. So make sure that you catch this game on the European Cricket Network, whether you watch through our website europeancricket.com or our YouTube channel ECN European Cricket Network. Of course, if you are living on the subcontinent, you can catch it on Fancode. And just a reminder, if you don't already, why don't you follow us on social media, because there's so much happening in the world of European cricket. We're certainly looking forward to the rest of this week in the Czech Republic. Then next week, we're off to Spain for a 3-week European cricket series. It's unprecedented, and it's going to be starting next Monday from Barcelona. So why don't you follow us at European Cricket, or you can follow me at Mr. Maximo to keep up with everything going on in the world of European cricket. Don't forget to subscribe, if you don't already, to our YouTube channel, ECN European Cricket Network. If you do enjoy these match preview videos, please leave a like and a comment. I'll get back to as many as I can. You can also download the app. Just search for European Cricket Network in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Let's have a look at what's coming your way then. On day 3 in Prague, we have 3 more matches. There's only 4 preliminary matches left before the top 4 will be determined. Then they will play a finals series, and ultimately on Friday afternoon, we will see who will raise the trophy there in the Czech Republic. We certainly had some quite tense contests on Tuesday, that's for sure. Let's have a look then at match 7, the first match of Wednesday, the 7th of October. And we have some likely lineups for you. For Vinohrady, they'll be led by their captain, Siddharth Good, with Chris Pearce behind the stumps for them. While for the Barbarians, they'll be led by Pradeep Gangappa, with Devendra Singh to be their wicketkeeper. So let's talk a little bit about these two teams. Well, they're actually the 2 remaining unbeaten teams in Prague, although, of course, after this match, only one of them will be able to make that claim. So Vinohrady, they won both the matches on the first day of action on Monday, and they won both of those matches very comfortably. They play their remaining 2 group matches on Wednesday. Prague Barbarians, well, they also played their first 2 group matches already. They played them on Tuesday and they won both, but quite narrowly. They play their remaining 2 group matches on Wednesday. So Wednesday is the last chance for these 2 teams to get points, and I would say that they are firmly established in the top 4, but they will want one of those top 2 positions for sure, because it establishes the double chance in the finals format this week. Let's have a look then at Mr. Maximo's 11 to watch. Hopefully you find this information useful, particularly if you are participating in some fantasy cricket. And for Vinohrady CC, I have super highlighted Ritik Tomar. Well, the man that calls himself the Tank. And geez, I picked him as my star player at the start of the week. He certainly hasn't let me down. He's the leading run scorer in the series at the moment, and he's striking at over 200, which is really good going on what is quite a difficult pitch to bat on. He's also the leading 6-hitter in the series so far, and with the ball, he's picked up 2 wickets in both of their games. So watch out for the Tank on Wednesday. He'll be out to make a statement and steamroll the opposition. I've also highlighted some other players there for Vinohrady. I've got their captain, Siddharth Good, the captain who will open the batting. And he's been steady with the bat, but he's been explosive with the ball. And his 3 for 12 against the Spartans on Monday broke that game wide open. I've got Ben Bolton-Smith in there, who will bat in the middle order, but I've pretty much put him in for his fielding as much as anything else. He took 3 catches on Monday morning, including a contender for grab of the season, and he has a rocket arm from the boundary too, so watch out for this young gun. I've got another all-rounder there in Nirmal Kumar, who picked up a couple of wickets on Monday. I've got Haris Hassan, the bowler, on loan from Bohemian CC. I thought that his accurate left-armers were a pretty testing proposition on this pitch, and I put in a couple of shadow players in there. Now, these are players who I couldn't quite squeeze into my final 11, but they do warrant consideration if you are participating in some Dream 11 cricket. I've got their keeper and opening batsman, Chris Pearce. He's a very reliable player for them. And also Shamyudeep Rakshit, who comes into the side. For Barbarians, I have super high-led Sabuun Davitsi, who for mine was the outstanding player in the Czech Super Series and of course has skills with both bat and ball. Now he didn't really fire with the bat on their first day of action, but I do think he's going to make a big score at some point in the tournament, and also with the ball he's always a chance to pick up a few wickets. I've also highlighted Devendra Singh, who will have the gloves and will bat number 4 for them. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing him tested a little bit higher in the order just to see if he can face a few more balls, because he's a very effective batsman. And if he does hand the gloves off at some point this week, he's actually quite a good bowler as well. So watch out for Divi Singh. I've got some all-rounders there. CZECH Bojan. Well, he is another one on loan from Bohemian. It's great to have a few of these Bohemian CC players sprinkled across the lineups this week, and they've really added another dimension to the cricket there in Prague. Now, CZECH was the leading wicket taker back in week 1 of the Czech Super Series, and he loves a pressure situation. In the Czech Super Series Championship weekend final, he took 1 for 8 off 2 overs opening the bowling, and he's just really good when he's under the pump, and we saw him do it with the bat yesterday, guiding the Barbarians home from an improbable situation, scoring 34 not out of only 14 balls and winning the game off the second last ball of the match. I've also got Sumit Pokhriyal, who was at the other end in that tense finish last night. He scored 29 not out of 21 in that match-winning partnership of 58 with Bojan, and he seems to finally be adjusting to what's required in that key number 3 position in T10 cricket. I've got some bowlers there finally. Farhad from Bohemian as well has come across, and back in the championship final, he took 3 for 16. So he's a big game player. He was added again yesterday, and off the 4 overs he bowled, he took 3 for 18. So that's an economy rate of only 4.5, and that is really good going in T10 cricket. Finally, I've got another bowling option there in Devendra Singh. I've also got a shadow player for your consideration, Sahil Grover, who is likely to open the batting. So quite a few to watch out for. I think this is going to be a sensational game between these two teams. They're the 2 remaining unbeaten teams there in Prague. So it'll be a very interesting first game of Wednesday. Well, let's think about predictions then. And this is a very, very, very tough game to pick because Vinohrady won their games much more comfortably. They've had a day off, so you might think maybe they might be fresh. But I love the way that Barbarians seemed to be able to win from any situation. And really that match, in their second match, it looked pretty hopeless. But then that fantastic partnership between Bojan and Pokhriyal really brought them home. And we almost had a golden ball, and actually almost wanted to predict a golden ball for this match because we haven't had one yet this week in the Czech Republic. But these two teams are extremely even. If I had to lean one way, I think it might come down to the fielding, because we know how important the fielding can be. And both of these teams, they've got players that are guns in the field, and they've also got a couple of players that probably are a little bit lacking in the fielding department. So I think the team that fields better will win. That is my prediction. But if you had to get me to choose, and I guess I do need to, I've leaned towards Prague Barbarians. I just think that particularly the Bohemian CC players coming into their lineup have strengthened them. It is a toss-up Tommy game for sure, but I have picked Prague Barbarians, and I've got Sabuun Davitsi to be their star player because he hasn't really fired yet, but we know what he's capable of, and we know how much he loves T10 cricket on the European Cricket Network. But it sure will be a sensational game, match 7. And it starts at 1:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time on the European Cricket Network. So make sure you check it out. There are 3 more fantastic games on Wednesday, and then we are heading towards the finals on the back end of the week. So just a final reminder to follow us at European Cricket, or you can follow me at Mr. Maximo, and leave a like and a comment if you enjoy this video. If you have some other players that you think I didn't mention, please let us know in the comments. I love getting feedback, and I love getting messages from all the fans out there because it's so great that so many people are enjoying European cricket. But for now, this is Mr. Maximo, Vinny Sandhu for the European Cricket Network saying enjoy the game. We'll see you next time on European Cricket.